A sharp and confident-looking Raptors team coming down the tunnel earlier. We'll see if that confidence carries over onto their home floor. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Nikola Vucevic.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Zach LaVine is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. And it's Barrett at the small forward position. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now here's Giddey. Over in the corner, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. Off target from three-point range. LaVine against Barnes. Pass to quickly. Raptors moving the ball around. Barrett finds quickly. Barnes screen on Giddey. Here's quickly. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
White looking around. Williams sends a screen for White. The teardrop falls in.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Giddey. Driving inside. Top of the key, Dosunmu. Outside, White. Just 4 to shoot. Floats one up. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barrett finds Barnes. Back to Barrett. It's good.
The Barrett getting down low doesn't mean he can't be aggressive. He was on that play.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. LaVine for 3. It's rebounded by Dick.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Yep, it counts.
You know, Scotty's working on that shot. I like him getting inside, though. That's where he can use that touch.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Yeah. I'm thinking today we try out a couple of our theories with some bets. Okay. So put together your own theories and put together your own bet. I'm going to do mine separately. And then we'll put them in.
Davion Mitchell's checked in for the Raptors. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Giddey. Back to Levine. Vucevic with it. Defended by Pirtle. From 11 feet away. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. For Jakob Pirtle, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And here is Giddey. After R.J. Barrett hitting the 3, White finds Giddey. That one's off, still out of sync.
Before yesterday,
Barrett with the
we
ball.
were getting one like a video.
And Barrett gets it to go.
After we start doing the pictures,
they keep
to
getting
the
in the
thumbnail,
paint and
5
continue to
likes,
score
5 likes, 4 likes, 4 likes, 3 likes,
There's
4
Williams,
likes, 3 likes.
and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
We're
Here
at
we are,
278.
right in the middle of the season now. How do players stay mentally sharp during this time of year?
Well, it's really coming down to a lot of what the support staff can do for your team. Physically, you want to be in the best condition you can. So are you getting your massages? Are you taking care of your treatments? Are you getting in the weight room to make sure your body is not atrophying in any way? You keep that strength that you put on in the off season. All these little things add up to you maintaining a level of performance and consistency that your teammates and yourself can rely on, Kevin.
Booz Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Josh Giddey. And Williams drops them both. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Now here's White following the missed shot by Davion Mitchell. And the Bulls with another miss. And after years of rumors around OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, the Raptors dealt them both.
Well, I like what they got back, Kevin. At some point, you got to cut the cord, and they did that. They brought back the hometown hero in R.J. Barrett, along with a few picks, which gives them some flexibility. So it was a time for a new direction in Toronto, and trying to add to that exciting young core is priority 1.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston. Yep, that one goes in there.
And with the ability to step out and make shots, bigs like Vucevic have a lot of value in today's NBA.
Mitchell outside. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boucher. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
From down low, and it's White getting it to go.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Outside, Barrett. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. It's three-pointers off the mark. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And the Raptors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. So the Bulls 5 right now. Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Dosunmu. Then it's Bruce Ellis. And it's Ball in at the point. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70. So when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Bulls trail by 6. And here is Ball. 9 points last game out. Pass to Bruce Ellis. Smith with it. A 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And great for Bruce Ellis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Pass to Smith. Bruce Ellis with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. And it's Vucevic missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Dick defending. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
Toronto leading by 3. Pass to Boucher. To the inside. Here's Obagi. And he jams it with authority.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Vucevic up top. To the middle. Here's Ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Mitchell. Here's Obagi. It's all in by the Bulls. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
And here are the Raptors now. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Boucher with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Boucher's shot is off. Bulls trail by 5. After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent, seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptor roster.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Lean comes in for Booz Ellis. White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Ball. Raptors leading by 3. Brown outside. Back to quickly. Pirtle against Vucevic to the paint. And Barrett slams it in.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got up that time.
Giddey the pass to Williams. Giddey with the screen on Barrett. Here's Levine, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. There's the triple. Carries it from 3-point range. Quickly's got 5 points so far. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean into what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Dick's checked in for Brown. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Bulls. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
How about Pirtle, the Austrian Hammer?
Bulls trail by 8. Giddey the pass to Williams. Outside, White. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now here's Barnes. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Wizards in Washington. Nice shot by Pirtle.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Levine against Barnes. Tries the spin move to end the run from short range. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that's a smart play from Levine. He understands how to get the defender in the air.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And you talk about the impressive resume of Zach LaVine. Multiple All-Star appearances, multiple dunk contest victories. This is a very talented wing player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Toronto leading by 8. Pass to Dick. Quickly a screen on White. Dick passes to Barrett. Good on the triple. Barrett's got 12.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Dosunmu. Levine inside the three-point line. It's good from the top of the key. Levine's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great preparation by Levine, getting to his spot and set to let it fly.
Barrett, no good. Bulls trail by 9.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Levine, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Levine's got his third basket of the night right there. And so it's Toronto bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach, a slow start for this team. What has to change as you work your way back?
Well, we didn't shoot the ball particularly well in the first quarter at all. Thank God we got to the free throw line some, which helped. But I think we could do a better job defensively. I thought we gave them too many baskets in and around the rim. So we've got to do a better job of turning up the paint.
We'll see if the defense picks up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's highly annoying.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Toronto Raptors.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season, and he's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve. But it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
Now Barnes, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. 5 on the clock. Over LaVine. And it's Chicago with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Dosunmu.
Head always on a swivel. LaVine making things happen with his passing.
Now here is Pirtle. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Barrett. Misses off the right iron. Bulls trail by 6. Outside, LaVine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one of the strengths of LaVine's game, that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Bulls. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon. And of course, there's the Raptors, a couple spots below. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Dick. Giddey against Quickly. Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
They set the screen for 3. Levine sinks the triple. Levine's got 12 in the game.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
In the corner, Barrett with it. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. 2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstardom.
And here are the Bulls now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And stolen by Barnes. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Josh Giddey.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Barnes, and Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Quickly. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Zach LaVine, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Josh Giddey.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
Mitchell passes to Boucher. Down low. And stolen by White. Pass to Dosunmu. Vucevic a screen on Barrett. Driving to the basket. Dosunmu's shot is off.
and the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Mitchell passes to Boucher.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Ball finds Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. And it's off from three-point range.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Barrett, no good. Bulls trail by 5. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Pirtle. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Smith checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Dosunmu. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. In fourth, the Raptors. Number 5, the Bulls.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 14. The shot by Mitchell, no good. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen by Smith. Here's Ball. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. Wright has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And the Raptors making a change here. Abaji's checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Mitchell against Ball. Now Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 5 points so far. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Raptors. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Chicago to start the 4th. We've got Lonzo Ball. Jalen Smith is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Duarte in at the 2 spot. Now here is Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Olynyk. Raptors with the lead. Here's Brown. Over to the left wing. Here's Abaji. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
That free throw missing, and Toronto making a change here. Walters checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Well, they should be looking at a three-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Pass the ball. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And the Bulls making a change here. Terry's checked in.
One shot.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a one-point game. Pass to Walter. Here's the three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Walter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now Vucevic. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Chicago also making a switch. Horton Tucker's checked in for Terry. Ball against Mitchell. Vucevic, a screen on Mitchell. It's tipped. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Phillips, he's checked in for Chicago. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first one falls, and Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Levine's checked in for the Bulls.
We got this. We got this.
He doesn't get the second one.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Barnes screen on Vucevic. Here's Olynyk, 6 to shoot. He gets that one.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
Bucket is good.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Barnes the screen. Mitchell dishes to Olynyk. Mitchell outside. Launches a three. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball finds Levine. From downtown, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
Olynyk, a screen on Smith. Here's Barnes. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Gigantic basket by Barnes. This guy's not afraid.
The Bulls trailing. Levine deciding where to go with it. Off target with his 3. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Pirtle. Levine against Barnes. Lets a floater go. Barrett, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Osumu finds Williams, and he gets it to go. 6 points for Williams. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now, here's Quickly. Jacks up a 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Quickly is made for these moments. He takes huge pride in knocking down the big ones.
Williams sets a screen for Levine. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Levine's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Bulls. Onside Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barrett. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Wow, Barrett not giving up and making a difference.
Levine against Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That's the first, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Barrett. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
On the wing, Giddey. Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
A nice portion of their points have been earned at the line, and they've done an exceptional job creating havoc for the defense and getting fouled.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Barrett. The layup off target. On the wing, Dosunmu. Dick defending. Levine can't hit. And here are the Raptors now. Trailing by 2. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Barnes against Levine. Shot from 16. Can't cash in. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. it up in time. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Here's White. Hands the 12-footer. White's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
Barnes left side. Back to quickly. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And Giddey gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Flashy sequence from Giddey, not afraid to get tricky with the handles.
Pass to Dick. Quickly against Giddey. Takes a 3. And it's quickly missing. Pirtle with the steal. Wasted no time on that line.
The 7-footers, it's a great idea to live around the hoop, and that's where Pirtle has set up camp.
Barnes against Levine. Over Barnes. Levine's shot is off.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And that one's good, Barnes. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Now here's Levine. Into the lane. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
Here's Barrett. Rebound by Williams.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Quickly the pass to Barrett. For 3. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, you got to love it. They thought Pirtle was the best option there, and he proved them right.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Now here's Levine over Barnes. Levine's shot is off.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Dick finds Barrett. Back to Dick. 3-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And this young man has to focus right here. Get his team counting on him.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. And here's Barnes for 3. Buries it from outside. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Zach. Some big baskets for you down the stretch. What's it like when you have the ball in your hands in those moments?
Oh, it was great. I'm not scared to take or miss any shot, and I'll go down there swinging every time.
Well, you connected at the right times tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Zach LaVine.